What is with the name? Hey, Levians, it is Stitch here. Hopefully you're having a great day. I'm having a great day. We're back today in a new game to the channel. Been out for a while on Roblox, and I have absolutely fallen in love playing it on my alt account, and so I kind of wanted to bring out a little bit of a beginner's guide if you do play this game, and but we gotta do that normal video intro stuff first. So if you haven't already, please make sure you smash the lovely like button and do the same thing with the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Beautiful pleb of the day. Thank you so much for love and support. I greatly appreciate it. So, what is this game? This is called Woman Tower Defense. I can't make this up. This is probably the weirdest name game I've seen. However, it is a tower defense game, and it is really, really well made. And that is one thing I'm super, super happy about. Our two towers that we start with are the Sergeant. So this is a starting tower. This is a short-ranged guy. And then we also start with a Sniper. So both of these are going to help us in the very beginning. But we're going to want to be getting, first things off, is we're going to be trying and going and getting the Magician. So we need 500 XP for that. And then we're going to try and getting a Guardian. That is 500 gold. So we're going to go ahead and do the kind of tutorial because they're going to want me to do a tutorial. Cool thing about this game is there's basically a bunch of different little queuing stations, which I really, really love. So you can kind of pick where you want to be. So I want to get on this table. So you can pick your map where you want to be. You can pick the difficulty. So we're going to start off on easy because I have basic. I don't want anyone joining me. There is so many maps to pick from. It's really cool, but we're just needing to start out. We don't need anything super fancy. So we're going to go with that Alpha Road. And they also have mutations, which kind of give you more rewards, but it also changes how the game is played. But we're not going to do any of that. We're just going to go do the regular game mode. Going to start in 4 seconds. It burns basically the seats, so no one sits with you because I play alone. But we're going to go and jump on into this. So you do have a lovely tutorial. You do start off with 850 cash. So what I would recommend first off is I would get one of the regular little sergeants down and I would just start upgrading him. Because here's the deal. As the game goes forward, you're basically going to want to try and get these guys maxed as much as you can. Now, for when you're first starting off, I would go with 2 of the sergeants and 1 sniper. And by the end, we're going to have 2 snipers and the board filled with sergeants. So what we're going to be doing is, while we're waiting, what we're trying to get is to this total down here. You can change where your towers are focusing at. So we're just going to keep him on first. There's no reason for me to change it. You can see the damage, the rate of fire, and the range here. And when you click on the unit, you can see where their range is at right there, which I actually really kind of like. And we can go ahead and give this guy an upgrade. He's going to shoot even faster. So what we're actually going to do is just get him all the way up to basically captain. And then I will move and place another unit down. What I'm probably going to do is put a sniper down so I can start doing high-end damage to some of the bigger bosses. So let me get this guy so that we can upgrade him. Okay, we now have enough money to get him up to captain. So his rate of fire is basically some of the fastest I've seen in the game. But his damage is poop. He only does 5, but he will clear the board very quickly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place a sniper down here. What this is telling us is there are ghosts, and there are some units that are not able to see ghost units. So keep that in mind, that it's better to have units out to start that can actually see all these. So we're going to let this keep going. I'm going to go ahead and get the sniper all the way upgraded. Sniper, of course, has huge range, but I mostly just want them for the bosses. I don't really want them for anything else. Let me get this one maxed up. Should take me just a moment. And now we can upgrade our sniper. Now we need 9,000 to upgrade the sniper again. I'm actually not going to do that upgrade. I'm going to go ahead and place down another one of these guys. I'm going to put him right in here in this little corner, because basically he's going to cover this while they walk down this track. So I'm going to get this guy fully maxed out into captain, and then we'll come on back. Alright, we now can get our captain fully maxed up. There we go. So we have 13 more waves until our big boss. So what I'm going to end up doing is probably placing down another 2 of these guys, just because they're going to help with the quick spray damage and allow us to complete things a lot faster. And we're at the kind of the point in the game where this kind of goes really, really quick. So you're going to start getting a lot of cash. You're going to start seeing a lot more stronger enemies and things like that. Like example, we just got 2 of those mini bosses again, and now we have a ton of these guys. What you can do is you can change, which I would recommend doing, is changing one of your speedy guys to target the strongest, just to kind of help spread out damage, because you're going to have a lot of guys doing damage in the front, and you're going to want to make sure everything's getting hit. Some of them also will have armor on. What the armor does is basically gives them additional defense. So kind of keep that in mind when you are playing. So we got our sergeant all the way maxed up. The tutorial actually really gives really good guides, so we have more ghost enemies there. And we're just going to keep going. So I'm going to go ahead and put another sniper down right about here. And upgrade her as much as possible. So I'm going to upgrade her, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade both these guys to max. Should be able to get it before the end of the round. I'll bring you all back at the boss stage, just kind of give you recommendations. So I can go ahead and get the beginners. You can now have the Auto Railer 9000. So that's actually pretty nice. 60 points of damage, rate of fire at 1 point run, range is 46. That is epic. I don't know if we're going to get enough money before the end of this wave to upgrade the other one, but we should be pretty set. I don't think we're going to have any problems with this boss. No, the beefy void is going down. Super, super easy. There you go. So, now that we are done, we have gotten 375 coins and we've gotten 375 XP. Now, what we can do is we can go ahead and go to Endless because we are not quite there yet. And basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to stay in here as long as possible and farm up as much as you can. Because remember, we need 500 gold and we need 500 experience. We weren't quite getting enough when we were finished the normal round, so go ahead and do the Endless mode for this. That should kind of help you out a little bit with that. So just keep kind of upgrading everything. I would recommend putting in more sergeants. So basically for every 2 sergeants you have, put in another sniper. The other thing to note, as you saw with the sergeant and with the sniper, there is another upgrade that goes beyond their normal level. Starting off, you are not going to be able to get this more than likely. So don't kind of worry about it. This is kind of something more late game. So just kind of keep that in mind. I know people see that and be like, I should save for that. No, don't do it. Don't do it. And I do believe we are at the end. I'm going to go ahead and skip wave just so I can get some credit there. Yep, we died. Cool, and we did get a little extra coin and a little extra XP, and that should be enough to send us over, which is kind of what I was wanting. So literally in one round, we're going to be able to get 2 other towers from the shop. So you have 600 XP and 699 coins. So what we're going to buy is we're going to buy the Magician. So we have that there. And we're also going to buy this Guardian. So how Guardians work is you only get 1. You can only place 1 and you can only have 1 in your basically towers. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and buy Teresa, Mother Teresa. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back in, get in the same map, except I'm going to be going, make sure you equip these by the way. You actually at this point can take out the other 2. You do not need them anymore. This tower right here is able to hit lead and the invisible ones. And Teresa is able to hit all units. So we can go in here. We can actually do medium mode. I'm going to go back to alpha roads. We're going to go to create. And we go ahead and get started. So in order to do hard mode, I will tell you are going to need some other units. But these 2 can handle medium really, really well. So starting off, you're going to get this level thing. So basically how Guardians work is they have 15 levels and upgrade automatically the more damage they deal, and you can only place 1 at a time. So yeah, Teresa is a powerhouse, and y'all will see why when we get later in. I'm going to save up enough money so we can get 400 so we can place one of these guys on there. So as you can see just right there, Teresa leveled up. We do have enough coinage. Go ahead and put one of these girls on the board. So the Magician. The Magician is a powerhouse. Basically, she's going to have a super high attack rate, do a lot of damage. Really, really nice starting off. Good way to get you a lot of coinage early on, and is pretty easy to work with, I would have to say. Range kind of stinks, but early game, Really good. She works really good. Also in hard mode once you get the Cannoneer. I'm going to go ahead and get the Magician leveled all the way up. We'll also check on Teresa, see what her damage is at. Because right now, she's attack rate's not great. Damage is eh. So, and she's leveling up. So as you are playing, you're going to be really, really tempted to level up Teresa with upgrades or any of the other Guardians. Most of them will level up by the time you get to the high-end rounds where you do need them. So I would not waste money on them. Just FYIZ, just let them be and you should be fine. So just big tip, you can easily spend a fortune on these guys trying to level them up. So I wouldn't recommend that. The other reason I brought y'all back other than to tell y'all about that is Teresa has the lovely ability to get Blessing, which means her range increases and her damage increases. So if I hit this button, her attack rate, range, damage all increased dramatically. She does get it for a few seconds, and then it has a cooldown timer. So there you go, it just went away. So this only affects her, but this is really handy, especially when you're later on in the bosses. It's really nice. It's really nice. Something very unique having these Guardians in here, so yeah, that's definitely a unique mechanic. Also, make sure with all the units, you're reading the description of what you're about to upgrade, because it will really help you try to figure out when they're be able to attack Hiddens or lead. Lead is the other one that kind of trips people up sometimes, is you get lead units that come on, and you don't really know what to do with them. Also keep a note, every 20 waves, no matter what difficulty you're on, you will face a new type of boss that is stronger than the previous ones. So wave 20, you're going to get the large void. Wave 40, we get the big titan guy. And then wave 60, there is a really big guy over there too. So y'all will see. I'll bring you back for each of the bosses just so you can kind of see their hit points and things like that. And we can upgrade our Magician to max, and then she becomes absolutely disgusting. And I'll let you see why. Like, look at this. They just gone. So with this build, what I'm going to recommend is basically just fill as much of the center portion as you can, and a few in here, and maybe a few in here, and because their range will allow them to hit this line over here. So I'm going to do that until we get to the high-end waves, just kind of show you what it looks like and the bosses. Alright, we are at level 40. We're going to check on Teresa as well. This is her stats. And yep, already obliterated it. So as you can see, she's gotten significantly better. She's not quite at max yet. And her special is, it's nuts. So as you can see, this build definitely shreds like crazy. And I'm not even done upgrading everything to max. So all of my units, I still have 6 units I need to get up to max before we hit wave 60, which should be easy. I actually probably going to end up placing more down, so bring y'all back at wave 60. Alrighty, so we're on wave 59, kind of getting a little bit crazy. As you can see, I have added 3 more down here, but I mean, this setup works. It works really well, and we actually have enough cash. I can put a few more down. But Teresa is already maxed out. She does 105. Her rate is 0.3. We have the huge void. And we can just make him melt even faster. So there you go. Completed a medium very easily. We got 750 coins, 600 experience. We're going to do endless. And I'm going to keep going. I want to see how far this goes. Because I actually haven't tried this on endless. Because I just would immediately go back to town. And I definitely want to give this a try. But you can also, if you're doing endless, you can also see the mobs that you'll be fighting next if you go up to the next tier. So we're going to see how far we can get. And there we go. We got to wave 70 and we died and we got a little extra 100. So guys, that's kind of the beginner's guide. Things you need to be able to do. Right now they do have a 2x rewards event. I don't know how long that's going to be going on. The game is actually in alpha. So that's kind of the interesting part, is the game's not even fully released yet. In order to do hard mode, I would recommend getting the Cannoneer. It definitely will help. And we do got several more coinage. The other Guardians are very, very expensive. So kind of keep that in mind. But that's kind of your beginner's guide getting started. You can get a pretty OP, pretty easy setup going. So, plebs, thank you for making it to this part of the video. I greatly appreciate it. My individual crew, y'all are awesome as always. And I will see you next time. Bye! Before we go, guys, I want to give a big shout out to my lovely knights of the YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate all y'all's support. Y'all are amazing. And a big shout out to my Emerald Knights. Thank you so much for the love and support. See y'all next time.